Hello，耶、继续跑主线喽。
Noise。
天舟罗浮，这是好像是潜入一个什么药王集团吧，然后要去当我
It's getting late. Where to now?
看别人挥牡丹。
Do you know how to fix a star?
Green Hibiscus agreed to meet me here, but there's no sight of him. What gives? There's a letter here. What's this on the envelope? Gray peony. This must be from Green Hibiscus. The disciples sure know how to keep a low profile. Looks like I'll need to help them complete this mission. If they're looking to intercept mail, I should probably start by searching near Exalting Sanctum Cycrane stands.
主角，你到底什么时候获得这么多仙舟的知识啊？我怎么没有？这是莲花吗？感觉很像那个纳西达的大招，反过来。先去这边。哦，这里是机关鸟，然后是送信的。
Not on this stand. Let's check a different one.
Come on, draw.
Need your extractor cleaned or your stars?
What's written on this package? Seat of Divine Foresight, urgent. This is it. The mail the disciples want to intercept. Seems like it's encrypted somehow. Makes sense. This is critical intelligence after all. Let's see if I can crack the code.
是可以这样子的吗？我看看哦，工造师开发的预兆基板系统，将储存有附程序的照算模组移动至相对应的图案的基座即可正常使用。哦，原来如此。
Code cracked. Huh. It's an internal order from the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Judging from these urgent instructions, The disciples are aware of a seed of divine foresight operation to infiltrate their ranks. No wonder Green Hibiscus was so eager to intercept this. I'll use my phone to make a copy and then hand it over to Green Hibiscus.
Hmm?
Come on, draw already.
Mauve Moon, this is the reliable disciple I mentioned to you, Gray Peony.
紫月姬
Gray Peony, this is Mauve Moon, the head of our operations in Exalting Sanctum.
It seems you have some impressive skills in your arsenal. No need for modesty. I've studied martial arts for years. I can tell how strong you are with just a glance. You seem like you've got it all figured out. What brings you to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus? Good. So do I. I used to think determination and hard work were enough to achieve that. But I've come to realize it's not that simple. During my many years as a Cloud Knight, I realized something. An individual's strength is limited. So I abandoned my mortal body and became a faithful servant of merciful Medicus. Here, take this prescription. Through this medicine, you will become like me. You will be able to break the shackles that the devilish archer author has used to chain your soul. You will gain... The disciple responsible for creating medicinal pellets heard of your exploits. They prepared the prescription for you personally. Some of the ingredients can be purchased at an apothecary, but others will require you to come up with your own solution. Given your strength, that shouldn't pose a problem. Do you have any questions? That's sensitive information. I know who they are, but for their security, I can't reveal their identities. It's not that I doubt your loyalty, Gray Peony. It's like I said, security. I don't know. I've heard our members are in the tens of thousands. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus has a flat organizational structure. The head of each area reports directly to the Master. The benefit is that even if our enemies were to wipe out the Exalting Sanctum branch, it wouldn't affect our brother... The boss? You mean the Master? You'll meet them, but for now, keep fulfilling your duties. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I once worked alongside those devils. I trained, but I was trapped in a weak mortal shell. I was never able to surpass the final barrier that separated. Fortunately, the draft of Draconic Surge, the prescription you hold in your hand, rescued me. Now, everything has changed. Jersine and his pitiful spearmanship are no more. Wait. You recognize me? Where do you know me from? Your face changed when you heard my name.
Mav Moon, sir, we have a problem. I suspect this person may be the agent who's been looking for you.
Idiot! What kind of trials are you running? You let an agent
I couldn't have...
Detestable! The devilish archer author allows these pitiful mortals to face death without fear! Merciful Medicus has sharpened my... In that case, divine...
等一下，不是你自己讲出来的吗？
Time to get vigilant. Who will it be?
Annihilate. Sacred of the saints.
Lance at the ready.
Everything is where those stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
I want to protect everyone too. Mr. Spark. I need to.
Mission command. Mission command.
I'm not afraid of
Eliminating threat.
you. No manners, huh?
Oh, mercy of Sanctus Medicus! Grant me a body impervious to steel, the courage of 1,000 armies, a strength that 10,000 foes cannot suppress. You think you're a match for me, devil? Your death is inevitable. Surrender, and I'll make it quick.
Who invited you?
Stay back, Clara.
I want to protect everyone too. Mr. Spark.
A miracle. Mission command.
Need a doctor?
Mission command. Stay back, Clara.
I need to be brave.
Annihilate. Stay back, Clara. Stay back, Clara.
So Mav Moon was the agent that Qingzhu lost contact with. He joined the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I should go to the seat of divine foresight and tell Qingzhu. I don't know if this mission was a success or a failure.
哦，有几把。
I'm glad to see you've returned in one piece. So, what happened? Did everything... Don't worry. Your operation was a success. Although your identity was ultimately exposed, you gained a wealth of invaluable intelligence. On top of that, you managed to get out without a scratch. I never imagined that Jersine would choose the path of evil. You did the right thing. I'm afraid this is how the Plague's author operates. Using notions of power and life to draw countless people like Jersine away from bright futures. You've managed to shine a light on the darkness of the enemy. With this intelligence, the Seat of Divine Foresight will be able to improve its strategy. And for all your efforts, please accept this reward. Is there anything else you'd like to know about? The current state. I'm afraid we know next to nothing. The Seed of Divine Foresight is still striving to answer one question. Is this but the resurgent shadow of an organization silenced 1,000 years ago? Whatever the case, this sudden reemergence hints at it's troubled me deeply over recent few months. Not at all. The Disciples' secret letter makes it sound as if we infiltrated their ranks in great numbers. The reality is that the majority of them lacked the strength you had. To make an agent can't actually consume those pellets of the Disciples. The point is, there hasn't been anyone like you who meant Thousand-Handed Merciful Medicus's salvation is a manuscript transcribed from a sacred text. I don't know where the Disciples obtained it. It likely consists of fragments of banned works from the Befall era. As I see it, there isn't anything particularly alarming about the text. It recalls the acts of the Plague's author's warped creatures from an equally warped perspective. The scripture doesn't have the power to lead people astray. They do that to themselves. The prescription you acquired is beyond my knowledge. There are a few reliable alchemists that reside in Exalting Sanctum. I'd like to ask you to consult with them on the particulars of the prescription. Given that the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus has become aware of our operation, it's about time the Seed of Divine Foresight reeled in its net. If you turn up any details about the prescription, feel free to come back and find me anytime.
This is
Why, hello there. Anything I can help you with? So, this is official Seed of Divine Foresight business, eh? Then I'll do everything I can to assist you. Let's take a look at this prescription you mentioned. If this request had come from anywhere else, it would have seemed like a joke. But the Seed of Divine Foresight only deals in the serious. I can't understand this prescription, and I imagine that other alchemists won't be able to make sense of it either. I recommend you go directly to the chief alchemist, Lady Dan Shu. Lady Dan Shu is renowned for her unique line of reasoning. She's proposed several prescriptions that would have been incomprehensible to us if she hadn't explained the pharmacology. Still, those same prescriptions have always been able to produce miraculous effects. Lady Dan Shu is a truly gifted alchemist. All the more amazing given her sightlessness, wouldn't you say? Lady Dan Shu likes to pass the time over at Sinwood Pavilion. I'm sure you'll run into her if you head that way.
原来是， 原来是诈骗。可是呢，他眼睛是没有光。
I've been looking forward to meeting you. Everyone does. You're the hero who rescued the Vidyadhara healer lady in Exalting Sanctum.
他左手是一只。
I heard from other alchemists you have a prescription you wish me to assess. Can you read it to me? Thank you. A strange and dangerous prescription, but I believe I understand the pharmacology. It involves drawing upon the strength of long scions to attain the power of ascension. The specifics, however, will require further investigation. This will take some time. I could hardly happen upon Vidyadhara bone marrow and test the prescription myself, could I? Leave your contact details with me. When I've completed my assessment of the pharmacology, I'll get in touch with you. 名字什么叫解雇？嗯。我收到了一个。
What does that mean? It's just a picture. Are we supposed to meet someone there? It's like one of those messages a kidnapper sends in a...
That's enough of that. Come on, let's go. 我已经看到了，你吧。
Hurry up, Chingche. We'll be fossils by the time you're finished.
I heard there was a disaster in the Divination Commission's delve. I'm surprised you're in the mood to play right now, Chingche.
Even if the sky was gonna collapse on the Divination Commission, the Master Diviner would be there to hold it up. What she lacks in height, she more than makes up for in stamina. Anyway, I didn't come here just to play. She ordered me to wait here for our guests. Time is precious. I'm simply multitasking. It's the place in the photo, all right. Is this a games parlor? What kind of problem can they possibly be facing? Isn't this hand a problem? I have the worst luck. Oh, hi there! I can tell just by looking at you that you're the Divination Commission's guests. I know, I'm sorry. I was going to wait for you by the statue, but... Ah! Triplet! But folks from the Realm Keeping Commission descended on the area. It's too loud over there now. Pass! Pass! So I thought to myself, wouldn't it be better to meet somewhere quieter? Four of a kind! And wouldn't that be more fun, too? Better to show you the real Exalting Sanctum and introduce you to a true Xianzhou pastime, Celestial Jade! Haha!
雨地很穷日本。
Now that my wish has been fulfilled, there's nothing holding us back. Follow me, honored guests. I must apologize for your long wait, honored guests.
It wasn't too long. Seeing your enthusiasm for this Celestial Jade game has stoked my curiosity.
I'm glad to hear it. You clearly have excellent taste. If you're interested, I can show you how to play. It's great fun.
Sure.
Mr. Yang, is this really the best time?
哇，他还想学打牌啊！
Look. Is that a...
It's an ancient tree. We call it the Ambrosial Arbor. It was once the Xianzhou Lafu's prized treasure.
I didn't know the Skyfaring Commission were history buffs. Not bad. Younger generations usually don't know much about it. It's said that the Ambrosial Arbor is an ancient remnant from when the Xianzhou roamed the ether. From a distance, it looks like half a tree stump. But according to records of the early nation, in its prime, it wound into the heavens, and from it celestial bodies hung. Meaning?
It means the tree was as tall as the sky and stars hung from its branches.
谢谢瓦尔特的翻译，哇，真是太好了。
So, how big was it? Bigger than the Express? Bigger than Herta Space Station? No, that can't be right. Stars hung from its branches. Then, how did it fit in the Xianzhou? Exactly. Let's just say it was bigger than your imagination. Anyway, it's just a legend. I see this view every day on my way to work. I'm kind of bored of it. Let's go.
I don't
Extractor clean to your star skiff, sir?
We're almost there, everyone. Stay close. Just a heads up, please don't go running off once we're inside. You may be the Master Diviner's guests, but she hates people who don't abide by rules and regulations. Oh, and people who ask too many questions, not to mention... Please, don't push her buttons.
We're just here for the questioning. We'll leave as soon as it's over.
Who invited you? Who will it be?
You don't look so good.
Annihilate.
No manner.
You don't look so good.
Hide.
Who will it be? I'm on guard.
太空。
So strange. Oh, let me guess. The gate isn't working? I don't understand. It's never been locked before. And no one told me to take a key. Hey, I know the food here sucks, but that's no reason to shut the gate on our guests.
It sucks.
Are you really from the Divination Commission? No way. She's already demoted me to managing the repository. What else does she want from me? There's no need to panic, okay? This isn't the only entrance into the Divination Commission. I know an emergency access. Here it is. You seem familiar. Is this where you come to avoid doing work? You're pretty sharp. Divination Commission staff call this the loafing gate. When there's nothing to do, we often sneak out from here and spend a few hours lazing around outside. Ugh, the Stellaron corrosion. What's going on? Great! This gate won't open either. We've kept the Master Diviner waiting. No doubt she'll blame unreliable Qingque for messing up once again. I knew I'd offended that Diviner. That's why she sent this girl to help us.
Miss Qingque, if you don't mind, may I take a look?
Huh? Oh, no need. Actually, I was just being polite. I don't see why not. Let me show you. This thing is pretty fun. Wow, you're amazing, Mr. Yang. You handled that well for an outsider. I officially hand over the title of Keeper of the Loafing Gate to you. Anyone here surprised? Anyone?
Here comes trouble.
Can't we run around to them for a change?
Who invited you? Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing!
Let me tend your wounds!
I'm on guard. Lance, forward!
I need to be brief.
Hide.
This is the Matrix of Prescience, a large-scale Jade Abacus calculation terminal. It's the pride and joy of the Divination Commission.
We've heard the term Jade Abacus a few times now. Would you mind explaining what it is, Miss Qingque?
A Jade Abacus is just... a Jade Abacus. That's a good question, Mr. Yang. It might take me a minute to give you an answer. Let me think. The book, Glimpses into the Beyond, describes it as living jade engraved with symbols for divination into the unknown. Just like engraving a seal, the craftsmen of the Xianzhou Artisanship Commission carve faint symbols into pieces of jade and then insert them into machines to get them to operate according to a certain intention. Some jade abacuses are small enough to fit inside bracelets and jewelry. We put the bigger ones into instruments of calculation, so we can simulate the future and learn from the past.
Take the Matrix of Prescience here as an example. As long as sufficient information is provided, it can answer questions on anything, from the evolution of natural phenomena to the metabolism of living things. They say the theory behind the symbols was handed down by Nous, the Wisdom Walker. The principles are so profound that in the Divination Commission, only the Master Diviner truly understands them.
It sounds like similar technology. Maybe we'll get a better understanding if we see the manufacturing process with our own eyes.
理律上升。
I'm afraid that's impossible. The Artisanship Commission's Hall of Jadeology keeps a close watch over the jade carving process. But if you're interested, there's a shop selling jade abacus jewelry in Starskiff Haven. I can show you around when I'm free.
Did you hear that? She said she's taking Mr. Yang jewelry shopping. That'll be interesting.
Anyway, don't dwell on names. As long as the machine works, what does it matter whether it's a jade abacus or a computer? Just like today, would it have mattered if Baichue had brought you here instead of Qingchue? It makes no difference at all. We're almost at the Matrix of Prescience core. The Master Diviner should be waiting.
Diviner Fu, how are things progressing?
We're fluctuating between the Heaven and Thunder trigrams. A step forward bridges no distance hence.
And for those who don't speak Fushen?
It's an utter disaster. How's that for a Divination Commission fortune? The Matrix of Prescience has stopped operating, and the symbols have dimmed. There are Stellaron spirits wreaking havoc inside the Commission, and the Cloud Knights are struggling to protect civilians. I want to restore the Matrix of Prescience, but I have no forces available. And on top of all of that, General, we still have to deal with the Stellaron Hunter you handed to us. If that's not an utter disaster, then I don't know what is.
But you're Fushen, the seer. The boundless, omniscient. Bringing luck and avoiding misfortune is your strong suit, isn't it?
You don't need to flatter me, General. It's natural for fortune to fluctuate. There's no escaping it. The Divination Commission simply does its best to uncover the good and the bad and then make the right decisions. We have no magical means to turn the tide.
And that is precisely why we need you in charge. When it comes to handling clairvoyant Stellaron hunters, who better than Fushen the Seer? As for reinforcements, you didn't think I'd be unprepared, did you? Look, help has just arrived.
Master Diviner, I brought you the guests. Though, it wasn't your order I received. So, General, even guests are on the payroll these days?
Well, since they're here already, I may as well make use of them.
Entering the Matrix of Prescience without my permission is a breach of protocol. Would be an ungracious thing to say in the present circumstances. I admit I'm pleasantly surprised to see you here. Qingchue is often unreliable, but she comes through for us when the need arises. I was waiting for the Matrix of Prescience to resume operations so that you might gain insight into my divination techniques. It was rude of me to keep you waiting so long.
No need for the formalities. We heard what the General said. If you need something from us, just say the word.
Very well, then I'll keep this brief. The Divination Commission is currently understaffed. I need your help to restart the Matrix of Prescience's space terminals, and eliminate the Stellaron spirits along the way. Yes, but you needn't worry. You have my permission. Jing Chui will accompany you. She'll be in charge of restarting the terminal. As for eliminating the spirits... Psst. I hath divined our future. We are destined to be errand runners. Forever. What? Which magic word? The universal one? Please? Oh. Please. Good enough.
到底都不愿意说。
Jing Chui, restarting the base terminals will be your responsibility. Oh, and forget everything you saw and heard just now. Is this what I get? No reward and a bunch of extra work? The Master Diviner wants me to... I worked so hard on getting transferred to the repository. It's the best place to slack off and be. Now, I actually have career prospects. As if I screw it up, they might fire me. But if I get it done right, they'll send me more work. I'm gonna ask more questions next time.
It's been a while, my astral guest. Thanks to you, the Lawfu has successfully brought Kafka to justice. I am truly grateful. There hadn't been a single Stellaron hunter arrest since the Inter-Astral Peace Corporation issued their bounty. This is a victory for the Xianzhou. How can we compete when our paths diverge? The Alliance has taken an oath to hunt down undying abominations, while the IPC is dedicated to their preservation. The Alliance and the Corporation occasionally work together, but ultimately, our ways are different. Still, it's a pleasure for me to be able to say that the Xianzhou has captured a criminal wanted by the IPC. Still, at present, Kafka has no intention of speaking, and the Stellaron hunter's motives remain unknown. We must rely on the power of the Divination Commission to unearth the truth.
Unearth the truth? You mean interrogate Kafka with the Matrix of Prescience?
Precisely. The Matrix of Prescience is the Divination Commission's ultimate weapon. It was originally used to calculate navigation routes and predict future events. But the secrets of the Stellaron hunters cannot remain hidden any longer. I have no choice but to move beyond conventional protocol. We must use divination to ascertain Kafka's intent. Everything hinges on restoring the Matrix of Prescience, which is why I would like you to help Diviner Fu complete the setup. I am eternally grateful for your assistance.
Let me see. This is the temporal terminal. Observes the potential of the temporal plane. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to time. That should do it.
What? You just matched up those symbols. Is that it?
The more complex something is, the more important it is to keep it simple. Don't you think?
If it's so simple, why didn't your master diviner come and do it herself?
Maybe deep down she just wants to be lazy once in a while. Like me?
不要揣测大人的声音。哦，有了，上次刚好被用掉。话说这个太师傅也太不安全。
I will guard the Matrix core. Once we've restarted, when we're finished, I'll give. Once activated, the Matrix of Prescience analyzes all the information contained in the target, Kafka in this case, and transfers anything pertaining to the Xianzhou into the Diviner's consciousness. Every one of us walks a path, moving ceaselessly through time and space, creating all manner of karma in our wake. How are things progressing? I have yet to sense the connection between the 3 base terminals. Divination is no mere conjecture. If the parameters are insufficient and uncertainty surrounds the target, then it is like looking for a needle in a galaxy. Do you understand? Furthermore, interference caused by the Stellaron spirits that infiltrated the Commission has greatly reduced the accuracy of our divination. The margin of error could be as high as 0.2%. I cannot tolerate such inaccuracies in our interpretations. So, have you activated the terminal? There is no what if. Because nothing remains unforeseen. The Matrix's algorithm is known as the way of all change. It accounts for every unpredictability on the path of all things with uncountable enumerations. When your objects of measure are eras of time and oceans of stars, there are no true variables in the world. No more questions.
或者我们在问太多。
What the heck is this? It looks like a walking gate.
Take it easy. There's nothing supernatural on the Xianzhou. It's an Arumaton. It's guarding the Matrix of Prescience. They're stationed at various strategic places.
I feel like it needs a sign saying mortals forbidden or something. Are you?
We're here by order of the Master Diviner to restart the Matrix of Prescience.
Passage prohibited.
March! You should join the Divination Commission. Quick, do something! Time to get vigilant! Huh? Let me take...
Lower your weapon. Stay back, Clara.
Lance at the ready.
I want to protect everyone too! Oh, Mr. Sparrow! I'm not afraid...
Annihilate.
Who will it be?
Treason. Mission command. Mission command.
Need a doctor?
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
I need to be brave! Look out!
Everything is ridiculous.
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing!
I'm on guard.
I'm not afraid
Eliminating
of you.
threat.
No manner.
Who will it be?
Let me tend your wounds.
Commencing fascination.
The bully!
Criminal. Stay back, Clara.
I need to be brave!
Hide. pirate.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
机器人何苦伤害敌？
This must be the spatial terminal. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to space. You probably could have guessed that. Done. Next.
我可以感受到听觉很想要偷懒。这个也没。OK。
Let me guess. Time, space. I bet the next terminal is energy related. Darn, the Karma terminal. They say this terminal is designed to establish causal relationships.
答错啦！哇，好多！这是。有点太简单了。
We did it. All 3 terminals activated. Let's go back to the core and report to the Master Diviner. Well done, all of you. I can sense the matrix of prescient symbols re-illuminating. Now, to interrogate Kafka. Those of you in the core may feel a few impacts. Are you ready?
Is this really necessary? I said I'd cooperate with you.
真得卸妆嘞。
I have no interest in the words of wanted criminals, especially those skilled in the art of manipulation. So, say what you will. I'm here to witness the divination of the Matrix of Prescience. The Divination Commission has ways of extracting the truth, and they're far more effective than a conversation.
Then please, Master Diviner, witness my destiny.
因为他的眼睛是不是也变了？对，那个也是化妆，美瞳啊，
Not what you were expecting.
I can't believe it. But the Matrix of Prescience cannot be wrong. Kafka has nothing to do with the Stellaron, but you... It's you. Absurd. I'd never have thought it. Ask her yourself. Take as long as you wish. I must report this to the General immediately. Please excuse me.
You go ask her. I know you still have many questions for Kafka yourself.
You go. I don't want to talk to that woman. Be careful, though. Don't get fooled by her again. I'm the queen of vigilance, thank you very... Be careful.
If there are questions you want Kafka to answer, now's the time. There are many things I want to know, but they can wait.
Hi. You haven't changed a bit. I'm sorry you have to see me in such a sorry state. Concerned about me? I'm fine. The Xianzhou is always courteous with its captives. I didn't talk to you on the train because I knew you and I would get to talk alone here. Worth waiting for, don't you think? You seem to have a lot to ask me. Elio said he foresaw 3 questions, but they would be the same in essence. If I were to hear one of them, I would then tell you the objective of this trip in all its detail. Since you asked one of the 3 questions, it means everything is going smoothly. Are you ready to hear my answer? Xianzhou's Stellaron problem is not directly linked to us. But if you look at it from Elio's perspective, you can't say the Stellaron hunters are completely innocent. We foresaw all this long ago, but chose to remain indifferent until the time was right for us to get involved. Diviner Fu was surprised because she discovered 3 truths. 1. The Stellaron hunters are not enemies of the Xianzhou. You know this now, though you refuse to believe it. 2. Someone else brought the Stellaron into the Xianzhou and activated it. A result of both internal unrest and external aggression. Traitors on the Luofu and enemies from outside want to overthrow the Xianzhou. The Master Diviner is in a hurry to find the General, presumably to inform him of this fact. However, that's all the Master Diviner knows, because Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. He foresaw the Divination Commission using the Matrix of Prescience against me. To guard against setbacks, he ensured that I knew only what he wanted the Xianzhou Alliance to know in this moment. As for number 3, even in their wildest dreams, the Xianzhou Alliance could never have guessed it. If the Stellaron hunters aren't the cause of all this, then why are Blady and I even here? We're here for you. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? It's no wonder Fu Shen doesn't believe it either. But the Matrix of Prescience doesn't lie. The answer is just that bizarre. The Stellaron hunters appearing here, Blady getting arrested, me being lured to the Matrix of Prescience. It was all to bring you, the Astral Express crew, to the Xianzhou. In the future that Elio chose, The power of the hunt is indispensable. And that's why the Astral Express crew had to come to the Luofu and achieve something important for the Xianzhou. You had to establish a connection with the Alliance. And that's why I had to trick you into coming here. I needed you to meet the Luofu's general in person, and to help him resolve the Stellaron crisis. I needed the Alliance to owe you a favor. That way, in the future, at the most critical moment, the Xianzhou will offer you their help. What do you think? Surprised? The notorious Stellaron hunters did all that just to make you a hero of the Xianzhou? Quite the plot twist, don't you think? Like I said, Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. The future holds endless possibilities. Knowing the right thing at the wrong time could spoil all our hard work. There is only one thing I can tell you about the future. In the best and the worst cases, you will eventually have to face Nanook the Destruction. And when that time comes, you will need all the help you can get. It will be a brutal struggle of eonic proportions. Proportions that neither you, nor I, nor the Astral Express will ever be able to reach. In the vast majority of futures, that's when destiny ends. But if we follow Elio's plan, there may be a glimmer of hope on the horizon. You know, even eons can be killed.
Hey, Luocha. You didn't finish telling us about the propagation. Keep going, it's interesting. So, eons can die, huh? Weird. I thought they were invincible.
There is no true invincibility or immortality in the world. Such exaggerations are born of the perspectives of ordinary beings. Nonetheless, ordinary beings could not have orchestrated the fall of the propagation. That eon was slain at the hands of another eon.
I don't understand. They're all eons. Why do they want to fight?
Are you really from the Xianzhou? Other eons aside, surely you must know the story of Lan and Yaoshe. Isn't destroying the Eon Yaoshe the Alliance's cherished aim?
Of course I know. Well, I know a little. My mom made me practice with swords all day. I didn't really go to school.
In that case, let's just change the subject. If you don't know about the feud between the Hunt and the Abundance, I'm afraid there's just too much to explain.
你很嘲讽。
Fine. How's this for a subject? What's in the box?
Oh, this one? It's a casket, more commonly known as a coffin. It's for containing the remains of the deceased.
The deceased? Aren't you a merchant?
Yes, indeed. This is just part of my job. I was asked to deliver this coffin to the Xianzhou. Ah, I'd quite forgotten. For long life species, death is probably a distant concept.
Nope. The Cloud Knights spend a lot of time on the battlefield. Death is a common occurrence. It's just we don't put bodies in boxes. Coffins. In the Xianzhou, people go to the Hall of Karma in the Ten Lords Commission and consecrate the names and jade abacuses of the dead. It's our way of saying goodbye. The Foxians and the Videodora have their own ceremonies. Foxian soldiers place their dead in stars gifts and then let them drift out into the stars. They call it the returning. As for the Videodora, they're more mysterious. They say that when a Videodora is very old or has a fatal injury, they turn into an egg that looks like a pearl. When the shell breaks, they come out looking young again. My mom calls the Videodora long scions. When I was young, she told me stories of how the Videodora could turn into dragons. I don't know if that's true. What do you know? Silent but deadly speaks.
Your mother is right. The Videodora are long scions. They are descendants of the Eon of Permanence. That was why some, but not all, could turn into dragons. The power was a rare inheritance, passed down only to those who could successfully complete numerous rites and challenges. For the inheritor, it was hard to say whether it was a blessing or a curse.
I've heard the story of Long the Permanence and their descendants. Many myths and legends praise the Eon for a rich and immortal life. But for some reason, the Eon disappeared among the stars without a trace. Almost as if they had never existed, leaving only their descendants. Every life has its limit. Even the Eons are not truly immortal and will eventually reach the end of their lives.
Let me ask you one more question. Do you know the person in the coffin?
Yes.
A friend?
No.
So, a sweetheart?
Miss, whatever gave you that impression? The individual in the coffin is neither friend nor relative. We met only once. By chance, I made someone a promise, and so I have to run this errand. Let's leave it at that, shall we? I think we've all had enough rest.
Over.还无法切换角色。
Let me through.
You! Nothing major.
I've no interest in conflict.
I'll...
Mara struck.
It looks like someone's hurt.
Wait. Let's think before we act.
Oh.
Silent but deadly. Locha, let's charge in together. If we...
What happened to us letting you handle it.
I've only got 2 hands. Please, I'll wangle you a prize for your bravery or something when it's all over.
Enough. Let's go. Fighting is meaningless. The truth of life and death, the sanctuary, is but a vision. Break!
Rise, Venus! Wanna see what I can do? Dodge this!
Pity. Eternal sleep is not the dead will return! Receive divinity.
Don't worry about me.
Repay.
Wanna see what I can do? You're not going anywhere!
You.
I've no interest in conflict. The truth of life in this sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Miss, are you okay? What do you think? Sorry, I didn't see any blood, so I thought you were okay. You're a puppet. My motor is broken. I can't move. Are you a Cloud Knight? Good. Take me to the Realm Keeping Commission. Locha, silent but deadly. I'm afraid we have to delay things again. This lady is one of the judges of the Ten Lords Commission. As a Cloud Knight, I must prioritize her orders. I'm sorry. If I'd known, I wouldn't have got you to come with me. You'd probably be there by now if you'd gone by yourself.
I happen to have some medical knowledge. Perhaps I can treat the young lady's injuries?
Well, it's just... she's a puppet. I think we should just take her to the Realm Keeping Commission.
Don't worry, Miss Sushang. Leave it to me. You might get an aching or numbing sensation, but it shouldn't be too painful. Do you think you can hold still?
It won't work. My body is mechanical, not flesh and blood.
Be it mechanical or organic, we're still dealing with composite substances. I just hope you'll tolerate my methods.
Curious. How... what kind of medical knowledge is this?
Abundance.
Very good. We, no longer need to return to the Realm Keeping Commission. The mission continues. As a judge in the employ of the Ten Lords Commission, I am forbidden from interfering in the affairs of outsiders. However, seeing as you came to my aid, a word of advice. Leave as soon as possible. I came to address the root of our crisis by arresting a fugitive, a Stellaron hunter. This villain possesses exceptional swordsmanship and wields a divine weapon. They are extremely dangerous. If it hadn't been for a strange accident, my wake span might have been cut short.
Strange accident?
Come with me. I
I've never seen anything like it.
You know, even eons can be killed. That's right. It would be impossible for a human. But then, I didn't bring humans into the picture, did I? Lon the Permanence, Drilla the Beauty, Anna the Order, Tazeronth the Propagation, Akivili the Trailblaze. These names were once known all over the universe. And now they've all but disappeared, leaving behind only masterless paths. And currently, there are 3 ways an Eon can perish known to humanity. 1. Paths with overlapping concepts will eventually collide, and the broader path will engulf the narrower one. That's how Enna the Order was assimilated by Xipe the Harmony. 2. In a war between eons, the stronger side will annihilate the weaker one. That's how Tazeronth the Propagation fell. Under the guidance of the Hunt, the Xianzhou Alliance travels the universe exterminating abominations cultivated by the Abundance. So, the Xianzhou too are engaged in this process. I don't know. Akivili's disappearance was very mysterious. Noose is probably the only one that can answer that question. After all, Droid Head knows everything. What do you think? Fascinating stories, no? They're the kind of stories that folks on the straight and narrow would never tell you. Hold on. Any minute now. It's begun. Let's go, Blady. 2 more places to visit.
Did Kafka escape? How are we gonna explain this to the Master Diviner?
哦，你有看到卡夫卡走下去了？太美了哇！
If what she said is true, we won't have to explain anything.
Hey, did she brainwash you?
Brainwash 真的是洗脑。现在发现，先报电幕，对，冲啊！走错边了。呀，不理电影的。
Wasn't this the dead tree Qing Chui showed us earlier? How did it grow all of a sudden?
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Even the long-lived might not witness something like this in their lifetime. I'm so lucky.
这好像不是一个值得令人高兴的现象。
Such extraordinary energy. It's the Stellaron.
Mr. Yang, do you mean the Stellaron is making the ambrosial arbor grow?
Yes, the Stellaron the Cloud Knights are searching for must be causing this anomaly.
Oh. 是的。
Unless Kafka deceived the Matrix of Prescience.
Stay calm, Diviner Fu. The Matrix of Prescience does not lie. The logic you have laid out concerning Kafka makes sense. It has helped me to fill in another piece of the puzzle. I agree there is a hostile external force at work on the Luofu. The Stellaron didn't appear out of thin air. Someone managed to sneak it onto the ship. As for the culprits behind the Luofu's internal strife, I believe we are dealing with the so-called disciples of Sanctus Medicus. That shadowy organization of the denizens of abundance. Kafka's revelations confirm my suspicions.
General, when did you have these suspicions?
The moment the planter of the Stellaron revealed himself. The Xianzhou has the blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter, and only another Eon Emanator would be capable of sneaking onto this ship without my knowing. We are dealing with an external threat. The Stellaron corrosion continues to flood into the ship, and yet it bypassed both the seat of divine foresight and the shackling prison. There is forethought here. Our enemy must have had access to Luofu intelligence for things to unfold in this way. It is evident now. The Stellaron hunters aren't the ones behind the curtain. No. As soon as I set eyes on Blade, it was clear to me. But why is he here? And why did he draw the Astral Express? That piece of the puzzle still eludes me. Nevertheless, Lady Fu, your intel means the puzzle is more complete than it was before. These Stellaron hunters are a captivating group. Such lengths to get the Xianzhou and the Express onto the same track. Who would have believed it?
General, we must retain all urgency. The Ambrosial Arbor.
It's the Stellaron. No need to search high and low. The traders have planted it in the Ambrosial Arbor's delve, thereby causing the tree to grow once again. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus couldn't hold off any longer.
Every crisis is a turning point. A problem is easier to resolve when you know where it lies. Am I coming up with a plan again?
Of course. I'm sure you have a countermeasure at the ready, Master Diviner.
From my perspective, convening the Cloud Knights is our immediate priority. We must head into the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor, expel the Stellaron spirits, and prevent the Arbor's resurrection.
As ever, the Master Diviner's omniscia provides for the fastest solution. However, sometimes speed is not everything. I have known the Stellaron's location for a while now. So why have I held back our forces?
General?
Well?
You're a scoundrel.
Pulling up the grass requires removing the roots. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have chosen to make their move now. Which means the Cloud Knights have the situation under control, and the traders have run out of patience. Now is the time to capture them all in one fell swoop.
You've been sitting on that this whole time? How will you justify the losses if something goes wrong, General?
Please, Lady Fu. I still have forces to deploy. We were in need of extra hands, and the Stellaron hunters were kind enough to bring us together with the Astral Express. How could I look the other way?
The General's smiling again. Definitely Aaron's.
It's my fault. I had higher expectations of the General. Please, we can't keep getting them to do everything for us. Since when did we run out of people on the Luofu? Why are you staring at me? Do I need to remind you, General, that the Ambrosial Arbor's access point is a closely guarded secret? Allowing Outworlders would be...
a violation of the rules and regulations. I would like to remind you, Lady Fu, that the Xianzhou comes before its rules and regulations, all the more so in times of crisis. As such, I'm about to make a decision that runs counter to those rules and regulations. Oh, decisions plural. What a rare pleasure. Lady Fu, I hereby issue you with the military tally. The Cloud Knights will be under your control. You will act in concert with the other forces in the approach to the Ambrosial Arbor through the Alchemy Commission Delve.
Under... my control?
You've been eager to discover for yourself what it is to be a general, have you not?
You've never given me the opportunity, and now suddenly... Understood. As you wish.
As for our astral friends, I hereby formally welcome you all to join our operation to seal the Stellaron. Lady Fu will deploy the Cloud Knights, but I would like you to set off in advance. Take a shortcut through the Artisanship Commission and convene with Lady Fu further down the line. This is no order, honored guests. I'm merely stating what needs to be done should you wish to help us.
You've never really seen us as outsiders, huh?
Miss Tingyun, I would like you to continue to serve as a guide for our astral friends.
Oh, of course, General. I am duty-bound.
A step forward bridges no distance hence. The Ambrosial Arbor was felled thousands of years ago. Now it returns to life. The future of the Xianzhou is difficult to define. I had long anticipated it.
Huh? She's not angry?
Pursuing Kafka is a waste of time and effort. The Matrix of Prescience informed me of her. From the time the Stellaron corrosion began to spread until now, the only reports we've received on the Alchemy Commission have come from alchemists and doctors stationed in other delves. The Alchemy Commission is where the Xianzhou's medical research and production take place. However, due to its proximity to the Ambrosial Arbor's seal, I'm afraid to make matters worse. The General suspects there are traitors in the Alchemy Commission. The self-proclaimed disciples of Sanctus...
The Alchemy Commission and Scale Gorge Waterscape delves are adjacent to the Ambrosial Arbor's seal. It is an ancient artifact that was planted on the Xianzhou Luofu by Yaoshe, the Eon of Abundance. It has the power to shape life and subdue death at will. The ancestors of the Luofu people consumed the fruits of the Ambrosial Arbor and gained endless lifespans, thus becoming long-life species. Yes. It was also the bane of everything to come. As outsiders, you are unfamiliar with the history of the Xianzhou. I cannot blame you for asking a question like this. Long ago, before the Xianzhou took to the skies, our ancestors lived on the surface of a planet. Like all of you, the Xianzhou people at that time were a mortal species with a lifespan of fewer than 100 years. There was a time when the ruling emperor could not bear his temporary existence. or the thought of his life's achievements being lost to another after his death. He became fixated on acquiring an elixir of immortality, and focused his power on constructing a fleet of 9 ships. These ships would voyage into deep space, where traces of gods were rumored to exist.
Did he succeed?
Yes, and no. He succeeded because, after an arduous journey, the 9 ships eventually witnessed the manifestation of a god. Yaoshe's appearance provided for all manner of unfathomable celestial blessings. However, he failed because the fleet has been lost ever since, and has never been able to return to its home planet.
That doesn't sound so bad. The Xianzhou people went on a great adventure and got what they wanted in the end.
Oh? Our ancestors once thought so too, but the miracle of longevity was nothing more than a vain dream. Take the Lao Fu, for example. Immortality seemed like a beautiful thing. But what followed was population expansion and diminishing resources. In the struggle for survival, the immortals lost their humanity and degenerated into mere beasts. After paying the price with blood and tears, the Lao Fu people finally understood that immortality was not a free blessing, but the beginning of a cruel ordeal. In the eras that followed, other beings that had likewise received Yaoshe's blessings repeatedly attacked the Xianzhou in an attempt to take the sacred artifact as their own. Many Xianzhou comrades who were lucky enough to survive the wars became stricken with Mara, a condition that immortals are susceptible to. Had it not been for the enlightenment and protection of the Rainbow Arbiter, the Xianzhou alliance you see today would never have existed. At this point in the story, I assume you understand the disasters that the resurrection of the Ambrosial Arbor might bring about? Thousands of years have passed since the Rainbow Arbiter felled the Ambrosial Arbor. Most in the Xianzhou regard the arbor as nothing more than the stump of a dead tree. Only those familiar with our history and the ancient texts know of its origin. Our ancestors placed the stump in full view of the people precisely to make it seem unimportant. But in fact, they sealed it behind layers upon layers of delve enchantment. Even if one travels toward the Ambrosial Arbor, one will never reach it. Someone brought a Stellaron into the Xianzhou and planted it among the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor. They wish to resurrect it and achieve their hidden goal through external aggression. In my opinion, the force that provided the Stellaron and the force that activated it have different objectives. I have asked Fu Shen to open a shortcut to the Divination Commission for you.
I step forward. The Ambrosial Arbor was... He really is a delegator at heart, isn't he? There isn't much distance between the Artisanship and Alchemy Commissions. I'm afraid the former is likely also facing imminent catastrophe. The Star Skiff is ready. I will lead the way. I still have important tasks from the General to attend to. Go carefully, all of you.
Wait! Master Diviner, can you...
No need. My Omniscia has seen that your journey will be auspicious. Everything will proceed smoothly.
Are you sure?
Well said. Thank you for your assurance, Master Diviner. Onward.
这场 灾难。好。
Huh? Look at all the people gathered here. Not a good day for commuting on the LaFu. The Artisan Ship Commission Delve should have suspended operations after the Stellaron corrosion began. Why haven't these people taken star skiffs to safety?
Maybe the Artisan Ship Commission are just more dedicated to their work? The Divination Commission's diviners aren't exactly a hard act to follow.
At the end of the day, work is work. You need it to live. You know, March, adults forget what relaxation means after a certain age.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Just speaking from the heart, that's all.
I think they call that complaining from the heart.
Are any of the paths in this world easy to tread? The Artisan Ship Commission is full of workshops, building state-of-the-art mechanisms, and craftsmen designing brand new concepts. Periodically stirring up trouble is part of their tradition. Entire buildings vanishing into thin air, puppet riots. You get the picture. It seems like the craftsmen are too afraid to go in, but they have nowhere to run to either. We should take care, benefactors. Something terrible must have happened.
Either way, we'll have to go in. Let's ask around first.
It's no ordinary tree. The branches felt tough as metal. Yunsha, have you ever seen material like that before?
What if I have? You gonna go get a sample for me?
I was thinking about it, yeah. Isn't it just an ornamental tree?
Have you ever seen an ornamental tree move? Have you ever seen one bore through the ground like that, huh?
So what if it moves? I just need to run over and saw off a sample. Can't grow faster than I can run, right?
Sure, go ahead. Here's a crowbar and a saw. Don't say I didn't warn you when the Cloud Knights have to scrape you off the walls.
Well, I've been feeling a bit under the weather lately. Yunsha, you're the most, agile person on the materials team when it comes to...
Under the weather, huh? How convenient. As for me, I'd rather stay alive, thanks.
As expected, the divination was correct. If I hadn't repaired the shifting screen today, we'd have all been trapped. We'd be fertilizer by now. Still, the teleportation range wasn't enough.
Master Gongshu. Oh, are you guys Cloud Knights? Are you here to save us? Your clothes. I knew I was getting ahead of myself. You're just tourists. Sorry this crisis came during your trip. I'm sorry it came at all.
Yeah, you just need to tell us what the trouble is. General Jing Yuan pulled out all the stops to get us here. You can trust us.
You mean the General invited you? Is that a joke? The Luofu has the Cloud Knights. Why would he send outsiders? There's been a serious incident in the Artisanship Commission.
You misunderstand, young sir. We genuinely want to help. Can you tell us what happened here?
Waiting around, that's what. We ran away. It was way too dangerous in there. Please, if you plan on living a little longer, don't go in there. There's been some kind of botanical disaster. It was like an ornamental tree somewhere suddenly started to grow. There were branches so thick you couldn't put your arms around them. It spread everywhere. I don't get it. The Artisanship Commission focuses on the mechanical. We've got nothing to do with hydroponics or accelerated growth. Where did that thing come from? The worst thing is, my master is still inside. Master Gong Shu is the most experienced craftsman in the Artisanship Commission smelting works. He's in charge of our research project. When the incident happened, he dragged me, Ziming, and Yuncha to safety. But then he turned around and ran back in. I need to wait here for the Cloud Knights so I can tell them to rescue him.
Why did he run back in?
Is research data more important than life? I just heard him shout, "It's gone! We lost the furnace!" By the time we realized, he'd already vanished. Anyway, you said you're here to help us, right?
100%. The General sent us.
You don't have to believe us. The Astral Express doesn't shout about its achievements. We'll look...
In that case, take this jade seal with you. If you find my master, please bring him out safe and sound. If anything happens to him...
Don't worry, young sir. Your master's safety is our...
None of us would be able to graduate this year.
瓦尔特先生，连瓦尔特都不知道讲什么了。
Let's go. I think this conversation's run its course. Botanical disaster? It must be the Ambrosial Arbor. But what about the furnace his master mentioned?
The Stellaron facilitated the resurrection of the Ambrosial Arbor. The severity of the corrosion becomes worse as it grows.
Look, the roots are coming up through the ground. I'm afraid we've got some gardening work to do.
真不好听。
Scared yet? Who will it be? Haven't learned your lesson.
Need a doctor?
Let me pay you back tenfold! I'm not afraid of you.
little strength comes in useful.
Upon commission grounds your feet do tread. Leave from whence you came, or soon be dead. Dead. Stay away. If you come any further, I'll not spare you.
Hold on. Let us explain. We're not...
What excuses do you have? Surprise me. Just passing by. Stumbled in. Door wide open. Within commission grounds, it was sown. An evil spun by hands unseen, unknown. No longer. If the security mechanisms didn't teach you a lesson, these robots will.
You don't look so good.
Are you alright? Stay back, Clara. Hide.
Golden cloud toad. Illumination dragonfish. Are you alright? Wake up. I raised you like my own flesh and blood. Did you really have to destroy my little friends? I want compensation.
You didn't want to listen to us. We were here to rescue you and you started a fight for no reason.
Did those hopeless brats send you here? It won't work. They abandoned the Commission's precious assets and ran off to save their own little skins. Even if you rescue me, it won't change anything. All of them will fail their internships.
It's not like that. You're making this too complicated.
We're passing through on our way to the Alchemy Commission at the behest of General Jing Yuan and Diviner Fu. We'd like you to show us the way, Master Gongshu.
Really? The General sent you? Then this must be a mere misunderstanding. Don't worry about those things. Easy to fix. But there's not much I can do to help. The Artisanship Commission was suddenly taken over by some evil tree demon. It seized our most precious possession, the Creation Furnace. It's a dark and powerful entity. The robots, it was like they gained consciousness. They were moving in a circle around it. I fear approaching it is tantamount to suicide. But then, I couldn't just run away, knowing what lies sealed in the furnace. I'm sure General Jing Yuan must have believed wholeheartedly that you could save the Artisanship Commission from this crisis.
不是
Means I know of may yet serve your fight. Pray you in repayment aid my plight. Come on, through here. Look, this is one of the Artisanship Commission's prototypes. Good thing I got the students to take it out and make a few adjustments. Otherwise, they'd never have managed to get out in time. You all saw the Jade Gate on your way in, I assume? The shifting screen works in the same way. It connects two spatial coordinates in ways that laymen wouldn't understand. Indeed. With limited range and energy costs aside, to every starskiff soon shall woe betide.
You sure about that? Even our trailblazing space anchors sound better.
Thank goodness you take the time to perfect these inventions, Master. If not, the Skyfaring Commission would have become quite redundant by now.
Ordinarily, I could have used this beauty to teleport you thither, but... How observant. The Commission is more than a match for Mother Nature. This is the first thing that came to mind. It's a mechanical device codenamed the Illumination Chest. I invented this weapon for the Cloud Knights. It's in...
Let me guess. Limited range? Energy costs?
Every light has its shadow. But and then... ignite! Fire!
Oh.
Very good. The master reveals the door, but the... What's happening? Seems like it worked. All right, there's no time to lose. Hurry through the shifting screen to the opposite...
You keep it.
Oh, look, the ambrosial arbor's roots.
They've encoiled the... Help me, dear young friends! Let's hack them away together! We can't let the roots punch through the furnace!
Careful, it's changing.
Whoa! What kind of monster is this?
Miraculous! It creates life at will! Such incredible power!
Time to get vigilant!
这个我好像在之前哪里看过，好像是客服吗？我有点忘了，可是线下活动啊，我好像看过这一集。
A gift from the stars!
I'm fine.
I want to protect everyone
Thank
too,
you.
Mr. Sparrow. I need to be free.
Hide.
It's guarding the ambrosial arbor's roots and the furnace.
Who invited you? Who will it be?
Need a doctor?
Is that all you got? Let me pay you back. Tenfold!
It should come back.
I'm not afraid of you.
Annihilate.
I want to protect everyone too, Mr. Sparrow.
It should come back. It should come back.
No matter how much damage we do, it just heals itself. Not fair.
We'll have to retreat for now. Follow me.
No wonder the Xianzhou is so scared of the abominations of abundance. They're unstoppable. Miss Tingyun, Are the long-life species on the Xianzhou all like this?
I'm afraid this haivender was likely birthed by the ambrosial arbor as its guardian. It shares a close connection with the arbor's roots. Most living creatures on the Xianzhou don't have abilities like this.
Huh. As long as it's there.
I wonder... The haivender seems to heal itself instantly, but perhaps it's drawing that power from elsewhere.
Yeah! It can't heal if we take out the source, right?
The monster only seems to be active in the vicinity of the arbor. Let's look around and see if we can find anything.
So the General asked you to head to the Alchemy Commission, The Artisanship Commission had no choice but to halt operations once the tree demon appeared.
Who invited you? Who will it be?
Everything is where
those stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing.
Let me tend your wounds.
Hide.
Need a doctor? Vitamin!
Saving me won't earn you any favors.
Annihilate.
Huh?
I hope I helped.
Young friends, I have a suggestion. Why don't we head that way?
Any thoughts, Master?
When the deer revive...
Oh, great observation.
As Mr. Yang said, the deer monster is likely drawing power from somewhere in order to replenish itself. I'm certain that when the ark... Precisely. You remember how we...
You're right. Those roots never grew back.
Not only that, its reaction suggested we'd hurt it. Perhaps that's our starting point.
Take hold of your weapons, young comrades. Let's See? My theory was correct! Keep going!
原来是冤下弓啊！
Is that all you got? Let me pay you back. Tenfold!
Need a doctor?
I need to be
Annihilate.
Haven't learned your lesson.
对，我想错地方，应该是那个。
Even a little strength comes in useful.
Quick!
Give me a moment.
顺时钟。哦。OK。
We're done.
I suspect the ambrosia. Let's hurry.
So, the next step is...
Let's go.
毕业录取。
Will of preservation.
A little something for everyone.
Look, the roots coiled around the creation furnace. Excellent.
Everything is ordained by the so profound secrets of the stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing. Time to get vigilant. Who will it be?
Lance of the Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Head for mischief. Here I come. Let me tend your wound.
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
No manners, huh? Saving me won't earn you any favors.
Let me tend your wounds. Head for mischief. Here I come. Huh? Peaches? I am kinda hungry.
Give these trailblazers
I'm
your
just
blessing.
saying, it'll be a shame if they get smashed to pieces.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Who invited you?
Not a scratch. Nice teamwork.
Saving me won't anyone save me.
You could still serve your egg.
No manners, huh?
It's getting weak. Quick, finish it off.
Who will it be?
I'm on guard.
Who invited
Lance
you?
ablaze! Lance forward!
No manners, huh? Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Head for mischief, your egg comes. Follow, who can you?
General Jing Yuan said the ambrosial arbor was an unfathomable celestial blessing. At first glance, that deer could have been an ordinary life form, but the ability to heal such grave wounds in an instant... I think I finally understand why the Xianzhou decided to follow the hunt in eradicating the abundance. If immortal creations were left to spread their branches and roots throughout the universe, entire ecosystems would collapse. No wonder the people of the Xianzhou wander the universe, never settling on a planet.
You are a man of vision, Mr. Yang. It's a shame our ancestors, the Elixir Seekers, were unable to see that hidden curse. Perhaps some of them did reject the Plague Author's gift. But how could an entire civilization resist the Ironic, isn't it? The wise are buried, while the fools remain near. The Xianzhou regrets being led astray by the abundance. That's why they have decided to embark on the path of the hunt. Thank you for your help. I realize you must continue on to the... Go, friends, and stay vigilant.
就在我旁边吗？ 我很感兴趣，传链接给我。
So this is the Lafu's Ambrosial Arbor. It's my first time seeing it.
Aren't you a Cloud Knight?
Cloud Knights don't visit the Ambrosial Arbor without a reason. Plus, I'm new here. The Lafu's plague mark is a tree, while the Yao Qing's is a moon. I think we got the better one.
I heard that the Ambrosial Arbor shriveled and died a long time ago. How could it suddenly spring back to life and start growing again?
The influence of the Stellaron. There's no time for explanations. We must return to the Ten Lords Commission. I'm wounded. I need your assistance in getting there.
Well, there's nothing else for it. We're duty-bound to help the Ten Lords Commission.
You look familiar. I ran your facial profile against the records in the shackling prison just now. Indeed, there were no matches to be found.
I did not expect such a short journey to be filled with so many twists and turns. How does it feel, Master Dan Heng, to be a subject of the Ten Lords Commission? A good answer. Short and to the point. It would seem I've been unsuccessful in detangling myself of matters thus far. I suggest we hasten to Starskiff Jetty and send this Judge of the Ten Lords Commission on her way.
Sorry. Apologies for asking you to stay. I guess you could slip away and find a safe spot to hide. I'll come back and get you. Come on. Hey, wait for us! You're the first Ten Lords Commission judge I've met. What do you guys do exactly?
Our work concerns the Marastruck and the lifespans of long-life species.
Oh. Hopefully you'll be the last one I meet for a while then.
Indeed.
Be careful, everyone.
No manners, huh? Who will it be?
Fight to win.
Need a doctor?
I'm on guard. Your number is up. Is that all you got? Let me pay you back tenfold!
Who invited you? Who will it be?
Not a scratch. Even a little strength comes in useful. Haven't learned your lesson?
You don't look so good.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward! It's time.
still a civilian out here.
I fear not death, for not a chance. A sigh. Escape while you still can.
Don't try to be a hero.
A sigh? Since when?
Hey, do I sound like a dog to you?
No! My apologies, miss. No wonder I was confused. But what is the meaning of it?
You just said there's no hope of the cloud. Come with us for now.
That won't do.
Looks like we're gonna have to resort to unconventional methods. Are you gonna come with us willingly? Or do I have to ask the guy behind me to carry you in his white death box?
真白大褂的小伙子。
Can you give me a moment to consider those options?
Now, move it!
Who will it be?
Is that all you got? Let me pay you back. Tenfold!
You don't look so good.
I'm on guard.
Even a little strength comes in useful.
Miss Cloud Knight, why did the General send you out here all alone?
The extent of the disaster means the Cloud Knights are short on manpower.
Scared yet?
Fight to win.
No manners. Who will it be?
Let me tend your wound.
Lance at the ready.
Who invited you?
Haven't learned your
Even a little strength comes in useful.
No manners, huh? Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Your Lance ablaze. Lance forward. Is that all you? Let me pay you back. Tenfold.
Need a doctor? Stay off!
I'm fine. Thank you.
The stars will always remember us.
This is as... A few more steps and we're at the main gate.
It's just a few steps.
Everyone has their duties. The apprentices fled, as they should have. No use in trying to talk me out.
Everyone has their duties.
哦，所以他就留在这。
I can't just abandon.
Doesn't look like it wants to let us through.
I doubt that. I think Atsai is the only one here still taking orders from people.
Any ideas?
I've got one. Bring it down.
You know, you're getting less silent and more deadly by the minute.
Time to get vigilant!
Haven't learned your lesson.
Let me tend your wounds!
I'm on guard.
Who invited you? Who will it be?
fight to win.
Everything is ordained. Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Let me pay you back tenfold!
Need a doctor? Vitamin!
I'm fine. Thank you. Lance ablaze! Lance forward! Lance at the ready.
No manners, huh? Who will it be?
Is that all you got? Let me pay you back tenfold!
Let me tend your wounds. What's in your prescription? Saving me won't earn you any favors.
Haven't learned your lesson.
So, are judges all loners? You don't seem to have any backup.
Judges of the Ten Lords Commission have always acted independently, each carrying out their duty in solitude. However, I have a younger sister. You remind me of her. There's the star skiff. The rebirth of the Ambrosial Arbor was bound to bring calamity. The Cloud Knights must be at the Alchemy Commission, next to the Arbor. Thank you for ensuring my safety on this journey. I will...
We're glad we could help. She mentioned the Cloud Knights were at the Alchemy Commission. I should find a ship and regroup with my unit. Aw, you just can't bear to see me go, huh?
We are most grateful, Miss.
玄武之沉默也有。其实他比我们，他们比我们。他不是看不见吗？都传讯息的。
It's getting late. Where to now?
这游戏有包含语音。
remained dead for thousands of years. I figured...
Ah, you're back. From the sound of your stride, I sense you're in good spirits. I wouldn't be envious. This is not an innate ability, merely compensation for my visual impairment. Oh, let's get down to business. I analyzed the prescription you procured, the draft of Draconic Surge. Now that I have a preliminary conclusion, it needs to be delivered to the seat of Divine Foresight. The conclusion. Put simply, I don't believe that the draft of Draconic Surge holds the cure to the Mara. Even in the foreseeable future, there will likely not be any such cure. I've compiled the details into a written analysis. If you're interested, feel free to take a look. This is a copy of pharmacological studies on the draft of Draconic Surge. If the Chief Counselor wants to see it urgently, I'll have to ask you to deliver it for me.
That tree remained dead for thousands. Ah, grass.
Looks good.
You're back. Wow. Even for those alchemists, that was fast. Don Shu. Wait, why would the Alchemy Commission's chief alchemist be away from her post? I've heard that the chief alchemist is visually impaired. She rarely leaves the Alchemy Commission delve. She has a vast knowledge and expertise. No wonder she was able to analyze the pharmacology so quickly. Let me see her report. No cure? Where did these villains get their hands on such a complex prescription? This is infuriating. Still, this is a clue we can follow. Please, take them.
我总觉得翻书本身就会开奇怪的药方。
Thank you for coming on such short notice. My stay in Exalting Sanctum was supposed to be focused on treating people and delivering medicine. But the Seat of Divine Foresight tasked me with analyzing the prescription. I've already concocted some of the medicine in question, but there can't be any further delays. My colleagues were supposed to handle the deliveries, but now healers are needed everywhere. The patient in question is a little girl. If she's gotten into any trouble, be sure to let me know when this is the medicine. Her house is near the Court of Tranquility.
以盲为名，真知也姚明吗？
Is this the one Don Shu sent me to find? Does she come here to treat other sightless people?
She's stuck! She can't get down!
Hey, what you looking at, Outworlder? Mind your own business!
Who do you think you are? Keep your nose out of this! I beat people up all the time.
Yeah, get lost. Stop meddling in our business.
Boss!
Stop yelling and help me up already.
They used some kind of hidden power. I saw it. You're
That's right. If you hadn't cheated...
You sure about that, boss? They didn't even flinch. Ugh, shut up! Boss, let's get out of here.
I'll let you off.
Yeah!
I'm okay. It's my fault. They always laugh at me for being... Thank goodness you were... Oh, Don Shu asked you to... Things are bad on the Lafu.
Why does she wander about alone? Well,
I came up from Stars.
how was she? She reminds me of myself when I was a child. I also had to find my way in the dark. If I was ever injured by bullies or after a fall, I'd run crying to the healers at the Alchemy Commission. Thank you for looking after the child. Yes, I worry about her wandering around on her own. Her parents passed away in the denizens of Abundance Wars. The relatives who took her in aren't close to her. And a healer's medicine might remedy one's physical health. She told me that whenever she's feeling troubled, she finds a quiet corner in the... Her parents used to be artisans in the... In all likelihood, that's where she'll be. There's danger around every corner these... What's happening? Is the girl in trouble?
Help! Everything is ridiculous. Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing. You don't look so good.
Is that all you got? Let me pay you back. Tenfold!
It's all right. Everything's okay now, Xiaoyu.
Thank you, big sister. Thank you, Don Shu.
You don't need to be scared anymore.
But when I think about all the...
Is that why you're crying? Maybe because in the next few centuries, visually impaired people like us will... So, if a little bit of guilt like this is enough to break your heart... I'm not trying to console her. This is the reality. Walking alone in the darkness. Fearing every incoming, invisible obstacle. Everyone, everything is like a hot coal in the dark. As a long-life species, she can expect life to continue like this for nearly 1,000 years. She must learn to depend upon herself rather than just foolishly waiting around for the next hero to swoop in and save her. Yes, by trying my best to change her personal circumstances. In the meantime, she'll have to learn to withstand the darkness. Just as I have.
Hey, You're right.
Good. I hope you remember this place is too dangerous. Thank you again. It would seem we incomplete ones are often bullied from a tender age. That's the reason I said what I said. You might mistake my words for being hurtful. But the truth... For long-life species, these things are permanent. Whether we are beautiful or ugly, tall or short, wise or foolish, all of it is encoded into our flesh from the moment we are born. The impairments of short-life species can be corrected with ingenia or surgery. But that's an impossibility for Xianzhou natives. No matter the method employed, our bodies will eventually return to their original states. I too was once a non-believer. I fooled myself into acquiring artificial eye implants. Soon thereafter, my sightless eyes began to regenerate. That brief window of sight that I regained has turned into a perpetual source of anguish. For long-life species, this incompleteness is a permanent, unavoidable tenance. What a joke. Even the denizens of abundance, so-called abominations, needn't endure such torture. Perhaps we incomplete ones are merely traitors, cursed by the plague's author. It's nothing. Forget I said anything. Thank you for sticking with me through all of this. Oh, I have a gift for you. See you soon, friend. Don Chu needs more time to prepare my gift. There's nothing pressing right now. Why not head over to Spare Time Bookshop for a while?
对，但是我们好像正在解决这个地方的大问题。诶，啊，那个不是奇怪的团体吗？
It's getting late. Where to now?
这是因为我比较喜欢。1分。20新的东西找一次。破坏东西吧。不擅长学，有人想当逃兵吗？这边这路上走，然后没什么东西可以打。好了。哦有这个，这应该是2。OK， 不然。
Huh. There's how come it perhaps it interesting.
Back already?
We will see. Come with me, take the journey.
Don Chu needs more time to prepare my gift. There's nothing pressing right now. Why not head over to Spare Time Bookshop for a while?
Traditional literature?
只怪小说眼先生。不符合人偶，不符合人偶的。哦，芙蓉，义工禅。
Wait, so you're still reading traditional literature? Move on already! Web novels are the way forward.
谍影，外婆桥，幻境千年时下，义工， 多浮上最后的清水反正后联系海蒙冰丘。
Go right ahead. Mr. CN said that making bookworms feel at home is more important than getting them to buy something. All we ask is that you find a looks like the person.
That tree remained dead for thousands of years, and it figured...
This is a diary I kept. It records the many attempts I made to overcome my incompletions. No need to apologize. Feel free to read it. If you're interested in the incomplete ones, you can take it. If it can deepen your understanding of our trials and tribulations, it will have fulfilled its purpose. Ah, there you are, friend. You've been running so many errands lately. I'd like for you to take some useful items away with you. Examining the exhibits in the Seat of Divine Foresight inspired me to create this. I referenced some historical texts, and I call it the Broomdew Concentrate Pellet. And I'd like you to have it. Consuming it will make your body light, agile, and promote longevity and well-being. Well then, that's that. Perhaps the next time we meet, I'll be able to see you. It's not that I don't trust Don Shu. Something feels off.
That tree remained dead for thousands of years.
It's been a while. I understand. You say you have suspicions about... How about this? Leave this Broomdew Concentrate pellet. I need to find a trustworthy alchemist, so you'll need to wait here a while. It isn't easy to... Thank the stars you were wise enough not to take that pellet. My alchemists were able to extract many forbidden components. The result is identical to the disciples' mysterious prescription. I had a suspicion that there might be a spy in the Alchemy Commission, but I never expected it to be someone so high up in the organization. I'll put out a wanted notice for Don Shu immediately. If you find any trace of her, get in touch with me. Take this D-Ting with you. It might just help you find this friend.
Don Shu isn't here. Where could she be? I've got it. Don Shu's medicine box has her scent on it. I'll ask the D-Ting that Qingzu lent me to track her. Time to come out, little D-Ting. I need you to help me find Don Shu. That's Don Shu with a group of disciples. I guess that tells me all I need to know.
Master, stand back. Let me handle this.
Stand down. She's a friend.
Many of our brethren have fallen by her hands.
Yes, I am aware.
But
I said she's my friend. Leave us.
Yes, Master.
I didn't expect you to come looking for me. So they do. I am master of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, scion of merciful Medicus, and I shall lead the entire Xianzhou Alliance onto the path of abundance. Did you ingest the Broomdew concentrate pellet I gave you? That which the elixir seekers that arrive on the Xianzhou dream of. The formula to immortality. To take it is to initiate the transformation from a short-lived species into a Xianzhou person or an abomination, depending on your perception. Please believe me when I say that never once have I thought about harming you. I merely wanted to offer you the chance to obtain immortality and freedom. Friend, please, I urge you to leave the Luofu. Abandon this struggle. The truth isn't what it appears to be. What did the minions at the seat of divine foresight tell you about this conflict? That the Rainbow Arbiter is the emissary of the righteous? That the Arbiter is chasing the heathen plagues author across the stars, while the disciples of Sanctus Medicus abet their heresy? Do you really think that is the case? You don't understand merciful Medicus, nor the devilish archer author, but you understand me. Do you see me as such? A heretic? I do not ask for you to pick a side. I just wish for you to leave the Luofu, to leave this all behind. This isn't your fight, and I do not wish to make an enemy of you. Since neither of us is eager to engage in combat, let us respectfully part ways. I have been thinking. The devilish archer author is not a benevolent god, nor is merciful Medicus a malevolent one. Your choice to align with Jing Yuan was simply due to meeting him first. Most unfortunate. Had you known me first, perhaps we could have been good friends.
Master, we should leave now.
I sincerely wish that this will be our last meeting. Farewell, Nameless.
I'd better report my findings to Qingzhou at the seat of divine foresight. It's getting late. Where to now?
How did it go? So you weren't able to apprehend her. I see. Once again, thank you for all your help. Jing Yuan tells me you'll be joining the forces led by the Alchemy Commission and Master Diviner. I won't take up any. If you run into Don Shu again, contact the nearest Cloud Knight. Take this as a token of my...
站在这，认真的。先把这个是之前收到艾斯达的那个讯息，然后要忘记是要干嘛。这个好，收到一封信。清河高下才人有不知城同僚阴线同僚风流，往自温有顿，谁料天上好死不疑问攻击见人看收容易，也邪魔不破，怕破不是。再问三入交集，他日中自由。
did you?
Fight to win.
You don't look so good.
It's time. Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
No manners, huh? Who will it be?
Haven't learned your lesson? Time to get vigilant! Who will it be? Is that all you... Let me pay you back! Tenfold!
Everything is ridiculous. Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing!
I'm on guard. Fight to win.
Need a doctor?
Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze! Lance forward! Who will it be? Your number is up.
Let me turn your...
I'm... okay. Haven't learned your lesson.
不要跟我说又是真的。
If there's no danger here, then I'm needed elsewhere.
环环相见，好礼相送。
It's so expensive, but it looks really nice. Should I buy it?
这个飞行速度不会撞到人，所以应该说是个飞行高度。好消息的一只鸟。
I had a different experience looking down on Starskip Haven from this angle.
Even.
Scared yet?
Fight to win. Is that all you got? Let me pay you back tenfold!
Even a little strength comes in useful.
Everything is ordained. Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing!
Haven't learned your lesson?
我们还是去厉害。你有赚到。今天的运动量也够。多点。
If there's no danger here, then I'm needed elsewhere.
为什么给我卡里白？ 你先把你的反射意识关掉。哦。还有这种展开。啊，这能不能考虑一下跨越两地的我？诶，居然是星雀，一倍的排油。
Haven't learned your lesson.
Let me tend your wounds.
Is that all you got? Let me pay you back. Tenfold!
Need a doctor?
Lance ablaze! Lance forward! Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Felt it.
Everything is worth. Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
等一下，我要讲一件事情。我的开台状态写说仙州牢饭挺好的，结果我没想到，我居然真的被通缉，哇
！Who will it be? Your number is up.
No manner. Let me tend your wounds.
I'm fine. I'm on guard. Thank you.
Everything is worth. Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Who invited you?
Fight to win.
Need a doctor?
Is that all you got? Let me pay you back. Tenfold!
No manners, huh? Who will it be?
Haven't learned your lesson.
Let me tend your wounds. You bully! Who invited you? Saving me won't earn you enough stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Who will it be?
Fight to win.
Lance at the ready.
getting late. Where to now?
好，今天差不多开到这里。哦，意外的蛮久的。那意外主线跑完了，接下来应该就是跑一些支线跟看地图吧。目前是决定先。总而言之，今天到这里，拜拜。